Hello, Nclex family! Welcome to my Do-It-Yourself Nclex series. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button or follow me. Folks, this is part 2 of my Do-It-Yourself Nclex series, and this is the continuation of part 1. So if you haven't seen the first part, go check it out so you can totally relate to what I'm going to talk about. So let's dive in. In part 1, I talked about the two thinking brains that are used in answering Nclex questions. These are the auto-response brain and the conscious thinking brain. Please check out part 1 of this Nclex series. Now folks, a lot of research has been done on the two thinking brains. These scientific studies have shown that our brain's default thinking is the auto-response mode of thinking. The reason we use our auto-response brain is that it allows us to perform activities that are familiar to us without even thinking about it. You know, we play the piano without thinking about which chord to strike next. We work on our computers while having a phone conversation. We drive our cars with little thought about how we step on the gas pedal or the brakes, things like that. Folks, this is the auto-response brain at work. It gives us all the answers to everything that is familiar. And it is run by the brain structures called DMN, which was discovered, I believe, in the 1990s. Tell you what, our auto-response thinking brain is tremendously useful since all the answers quickly pop up in our minds without even thinking. It saves us a lot of time and we accomplish everything in a short amount of time. We don't know it, but we operate on auto-response all the time, at least I believe according to the research studies. But here's when it gets tricky. If you have been practicing on your NCLEX test questions regularly, you are training your brain to become familiar with NCLEX questions. Listen folks, I have interviewed a lot of NCLEX test takers who have failed the NCLEX exam. They were regular consumers of test questions and test banks. They practice every day, rigorously, almost 24/7, and this is what they do with their time. What happens, I believe, is that the auto-response brain kicks in. It hijacks the conscious thinking brain, and just because the question looks or sounds familiar doesn't mean that it is asking the same question you thought you knew. All because the brain has gotten so familiar with practice questions that it delivers answers in a split second. Just like that. Talk about the auto-response brain that is hijacking and bypassing the conscious thinking brain. So talking to these people, I would usually find out what really happened. They thought they knew the answer just because the questions sounded familiar. But folks, NCLEX is designed to be tricky, remember? Listen folks, scientific studies on our brain have shown that the auto-response brain makes judgments and decisions quickly and instantaneously. This part of our brain is not suited for the NCLEX exam. Folks, the NCLEX exam is designed for adaptive testing. It requires your critical thinking. Now, I have done a lot of work on this topic and I have published my research. So if you are interested, get a copy of my research titled How Not to Fail NCLEX. And for those of you who are second-time test takers, download my research titled Why You Failed NCLEX. And no, it's not because you're dumb. You can find all of my work on a website called applyready.com. Check it out. It's called applyready.com. Click the NCLEX ebooks section. They carry all of my work if you are interested in passing the NCLEX exam seriously. So coming up next is part 3 of my Do-It-Yourself NCLEX series. hit the like button and subscribe or follow this channel. You will receive a notification when part 3 comes out. So thank you so much, family. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe or follow my channel. And I will see you on part 3 of this NCLEX series. I'll see you guys.